Welcome back, boys, and welcome back to another video on our Forester that we are now beginning to build. One thing to start this thing out with is I'm really excited for today, because today's gonna be a big day. We are going to unleash the Subaru sound out of our Forester today. As of right now, it sounds like quite the Prius. Very nice, silent car. We're gonna change that around today. One thing to note though, since we tuned it, it has been getting night and day better gas mileage. I've been seeing anywhere from 25 to 30 miles a gallon, which is just crazy. I was gonna say insane for this thing, because it was pretty bad before. It was getting, you know, my house is 10 to 15 minutes from here, and it would go in there and back would be a quarter tank. Now I drove around all day yesterday, 100 miles, and I'm still at 3/4 a tank. So that is phenomenal. Not gonna probably stay that way though. We'll see. But let's give a little rip to this thing so you can hear what I mean. This thing is silent right now. We don't got no. I guess you can hear the Subaru sound a little bit, but that's gonna change today, boys. We got full turbo back exhaust. We're gonna be putting a Cobb Jesse catted downpipe on this thing and an NVIDIA G200 catback. So I gotta wait for those to show up. They're gonna be showing up today. We're gonna get those things thrown on. You guys are gonna hear what this thing sounds like, and then we're gonna re-put this thing on the dyno and see if we can get more than the 12 pounds we were, because I have a feeling it's gonna be a restriction problem with the exhaust that's on here. So we'll see where we have a tired turbo, which at 182K wouldn't be too surprised. I guess we'll find out. But for now, I gotta wait for parts. Damn. Too damn quiet. You boys ready to party? Damn, I'm crooked as shit. I'm gonna straight old girl out. Look what came while I was waiting. Nice NVIDIA R200, Q200. I think it was Q200. So definitely, I'm excited to see how this is. We run NVIDIA exhausts all the time here, so that's why I went with this. They have two options. We have Turbo XS or this Q200. Like I said, the main reason why I went with it was because we run NVIDIA all the time on all our builds, and hoping that this will fit under there quite a bit, because the Turbo XS one definitely has more of a stock style muffler. This one is a little bit bigger, but I think it looks really good. So let's go ahead and get that thing up in the air. It's probably gonna take a bit to get the factory heat shield off. I'm sure most of you already know how to do this. This thing is stock. I still got my boost controller on here all janky like until mine comes in. I was gonna clean up the engine bay in this thing too. So she's a bit dirty. Yeah, you like that boost controller? Just chilling there until we get our new one, then I'll actually mount it up. But we're gonna have to pull the top mount off, and we're gonna have to pull the shields off and downpipe and catback. So let's go ahead and get this thing up. I'll put you guys on probably a time lapse for that, and we'll get that new NVIDIA exhaust installed on here, and I'll do a after sound clip. Should be night and day. We'll have the sound of our Subaru people on here. This thing's gonna sound so much better. Thanks to Ivan for helping. Definitely looks really good, and this is the reason why we like using NVIDIA. I think fits top notch. I am really happy of how that thing turned out and the way it looks on here. I think it's really that OEM plus, not a big cannon hanging down there, and it's pretty subtle if you look at it straight from the back. It just looks like a OEM option. So really happy about that. I'm gonna lower this thing down, put the intercooler back on it, and then we'll be good to go. Go grab some food, and then we'll turn this bitch up. We'll see if we can get over 12 pounds now. Better be able to. If we can't, then I know that it's turbo related or boost leak related, which we'll be fixing later on. But today, we better get over 12 pounds, pal. All right, it's all together. Time to fire this thing up. See what it sounds like. All right, come on. Still gonna be pretty quiet with that TD04, I guarantee it. But it should be a lot better. That sounds like a real Subaru now. Dang, I'm gonna let it warm up for a moment and then I'll give you guys a good old rev. See what it sounds like. I'm gonna go grab some food, then I'll tune it afterwards. I have to be mindful, I can't do anything right now because we got that wastegate duty maxed out. Pretty sure it would hit a lot more boost right now, so we'll see how much more boost here when we get back. All right, let's give this thing a rev. Up a little bit. Oh yeah, night and day better there. I'll give you some better exhaust clips as soon as we get this thing on the dyno too, but it sounds night and day better. This actually sounds really good. Nice deep tone, good old NVIDIA for you. It has different tones. That's what I really like about them. Have not the same like monotone. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing pulled out, go grab some food, and then we'll strap this thing on the dyno. All right, so back from doing errands and lunch, got the thing loaded on the dyno. It's all ready to go. I did get the engine bay all cleaned up. I'll show you afterwards because I got the fan in there and the wideband in right now. Got the tune all loaded up. All I really had to do from going from the stage 1 to stage 2 tune is kind of dial back timing. I did dial back our boost controller because we had that thing maxed out at 90% before. Could have put it further, all the way up to about 98%. You just can't put it at 100 because it'll keep it on all the time and ruin the controller. So I just left it at 90. There was no real reason to take it from 90 to 98 because it wasn't gaining anything last time. We saw 12 pounds, maybe a touch to 13, maybe. So I'm really excited to see what this thing will do now. Like I said, I dialed it back. I just pulled about 2 degrees out up top. Logic behind that is if we can get more boost on the hit, it may come out with more boost at the end, so I pulled some timing out of it there. So we'll see how things go. May end up adding that back in, especially if we're not getting a gain in boost. If we don't get a gain in boost, what would be the cause of the issue is either going to be a boost leak, which I haven't seen, B, our turbo is just tired, which definitely could be the case, being that this thing does have higher mileage. I think I already stated that before, 182K on this thing. Doesn't look like it's had anything replaced in its life on the engine side of things or turbo. So went ahead and, like I said, got everything loaded. I'm gonna go ahead and sync the dyno, get this thing ready to do a first pull. As long as the air fuels look pretty spot on, which should be. Like I said, I pulled some wastegate duty out. I put it at 50%. Most likely gonna undershoot our target no matter what, which our target would be about 16, 17 pounds is gonna be the most I'm gonna wanna get out of this TD04 to keep it in the real reliability side of things. Past that, it's not going to really make anything. That's if we can even get it there. So 50% on the wastegate duty right now. We'll see what that gets us. It'll be a good comparison over our stock map. So let me get this thing synced up. I'll put the camera back here so you guys can hear power pull with this exhaust. After driving around, really enjoying it. Really nicely tucked up in the back where it looks like just a factory option deal, which I really do like. Not a lot of drone. Nice tone, nice deep tone. So let's go ahead and get this party started. All right, one thing I should definitely note, I'm gonna do my pull in second gear here because I can keep it locked in second gear. Maybe at the end we'll try to put it back in third, which is gonna drop the second and then go to third and do the pull if we feel the need to. But we made 177 horsepower, 204 wheel torque before in second gear when we were just a stock with my tune. So I'm excited to see we can get some gains out of that today, even if we're at the same boost, to see what we gain from this new turbo back. So everything's loaded up. I'm gonna go ahead and do a pull. Let's hear how good this thing sounds. Not bad, boys. Definitely undershoot the target like I knew it would with only having that much duty in it. So we hit 9.9 pounds there, but we still gained power. 182 to 186 torque. We're missing our torque because we are down on boost. But nice, clean graph on the richer side of things because we're down on some boost here. Let me load our last one, which I did do some third gear pulls, so I got to figure out which one it is, but I think it's going to be this one. That would overlay it. Yeah, that's not it, because you can see it. This is where it's shifting. So let's pull up another one. This has got to be it, I would think. Nope, wrong again. Come on, guy. There we go. So there we are, overlaying the two from last time. Now again, we were on more boost. So you can see there the torque on the beginning side and the boost there on the beginning side. Let's bring this back to 2500. And you can really see the difference of what we're gaining so far. Definitely gaining up top, which is definitely because of flow. Have a little bit more boost up top. Right there on the one where we had boost, more boost controller in it, because otherwise we're ending at 7 pounds right now. And a peak of 10 pounds if you want to call it. But that's off to a good start. I'm going to go ahead and review the log. I'm going to put wastegate duty back in it. I think we're going to just fall short on boost today, which could just be a tired turbo. I'd really like to bolt on an STI turbo and upgrade a top mount on this thing to really show you guys just some direct bolt-ons and what you gain from it. But this is cool. We gained 5 horsepower and we lost torque because of boost, obviously, but that's great to see. So we're on to a good start. The 5 horsepower thing, I think that's going to probably fall where it is at the end, because we're not really unless we can pick up boost in the back, we're not going to really pick up horsepower unless we add timing, and we're going to be at the limit of the octane of the fuel to get more timing in it. We're just on pump 92 right now. So let me review some things, add some duty to it, and we'll do another hit. I'll leave the fuel in it where it is right now. Like I said, it was a little bit on the rich side, being 7 pounds. We could run it definitely leaner. Right there I saw 11.0 out the back. So let's go ahead, review it, see what we can get. Everything looked good in the log, no knock anywhere on it. Timing looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and I just max the wastegate duty out again, because I don't think it's gonna really bring it up too much, to be honest with you guys. I think that we're just dealing with a tired turbo here. So gonna go ahead and max that out, and it's gonna make whatever it makes right now, and we'll just see the gains that we had in the exact same scenario over our stage 1 map. So let's go ahead and get this pull done. As long as everything looks good, I'm gonna stay in it through the whole pull, boys. Dang, boys, that's actually surprised me that we picked up that much more. 192 and 243. Keep in mind this is second gear, so third is 1-to-1 on this car, so it will make more in third. We made 191 in third last time on the stage 1, so I'd be curious. We should be able to get over the 200 wheel mark now, but in our second gear prior, we now gained 15 wheel horsepower and 40 wheel torque off doing stage 2. So that's pretty cool to see. It did come up on boost a little bit there. As you can see, we touched 14 pounds and we came down to 7.8 out the back. Let me go ahead and load our original stage 1 map here. I could pick the right one. I think it was, I should have remembered which one it was. I think it was that one. Nope, it was the one above it. So right here. Nope, gosh dang it, I did it again. There you go. So this is our stage 1 to stage 2 gains, guys. This is pretty cool to see. So power all the way through the whole entire power band, on the hit and all the way out the back too. So that's pretty substantial. That's actually a really good bang for your buck, to be honest with you. The 15 horsepower, yeah, it'd be nice to gain more. And I could lean it out right now. Like I said, it's like 10.9, 11.0 there. Being at 8 pounds, I could lean it out probably another half a point, but we're probably only gonna pick up really maybe 2-4 horsepower out of it. So, I mean, yeah, 20 horsepower and some torque would be sick. I'm freaking stoked though, because I bet you in third we would hit more boost. I bet it would hit maybe closer to that 17 target. But this is pretty cool. I will do a third gear rip on this thing to end the night out and show you guys. Hopefully we can get that 200 wheel mark, which I really think we'll be able to. Next step for this, I'm really gonna try to see if I can get an STI turbo for it. On Friday, this is Wednesday, I have a Cobb ESSA intake with the box coming. It would be really cool to see what that would do on the setup we have here, but you guys know me, I might change some things around. I already have parts for it. I'm just doing this for fun and to show you guys just kind of what the bolt-on mods do. And this is a really cool back-to-back scenario. Obviously I did it the day prior and I'm doing it today, but very similar in temperatures outside and conditions on the dyno room. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I ain't never been so excited to make 200 wheel, boys. Made 206, 301 torque. Now keep in mind that 301 torque is from second gear when it's going down and shifting down to it. I did go ahead and I was gonna lift because it was quite a bit rich up top, so that's where you see that little dip there and come back up. I was like, fuck it, I'll just ride it out. But it was gonna make the same either way. Like I said, I could pull some fuel out of it and we probably make 210, but end of the day, that is some solid gain. So when we originally started, we made 182 on the stock, which I can pull that up for you guys. Ow, that really hurt. I hit the dyno with my shin. I can barely walk. Load. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Load. So let's load our original with this thing. So right here, boom. And that way you can see the stage one, stock, stage one, stage two. Obviously this is being stock, the dark red right here. A little bit darker red is stage one, my tune, and then stage two, obviously my tune up here. So definitely a solid gain with going to stage two. We made 182 before, so we gained 24 wheel horsepower. I don't recall what it made for torque, to be honest with you, but I have a picture of it. So let's take a look. Boy, what is going on here? Ow, my shin really fucking hurts. So, stock we made 182 and 285. So we picked up 16 wheel torque, and third, which isn't the most accurate because it is just catching that shift there. What the most accurate is, you can see here the differential between the two, and we have a substantial amount of torque from when we first originally started. And even our I'll unload this so you can just see the stage one. Even from the stage one right there, which we did see a bit more boost there, 13.7 over the 12 that we saw here before. So boost is staying right on par. I'm sure on the right load on the street it would see more boost because we have that duty cycle maxed out. But pretty solid, guys. This is actually really fun to do back testing for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying this type of stuff. That's gonna wrap it up today. I'm gonna get the thing pulled off and I'll show the engine bay, and then I'll wrap up this video and we'll be all finished up on this thing. All right, now that I got the fan off here, you can see the engine bay. This thing definitely cleaned up real good. I'm really happy with this shell, guys. You know, obviously it being higher mileage and a Pacific Northwest car, these things usually get driven in the winter, but this thing seems pretty darn rust free, which is going to be a really nice shell for us to build off of. I mean, look at these factory bolts, boys. I mean, they have the original coating on them. Everything in the engine bay looks real good. Really excited to go to the next steps with this thing. And like I said, it'd be really cool to throw the STI turbo top mount and that Cobb SF intake on it and see what we gain. But all in all, really good gains. Now we got 200 wheel, baby. 206. Can't be shorting ourselves. So I'm gonna get this thing pulled off. That's gonna wrap it up for tonight. Hope you guys enjoy this new Forester build.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, throw you lemons, you just put them in Coronas. Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus. The bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment. The moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning. I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Fast lane. Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground.